Hey everybody. Okay, this lesson is going to go over the D minor scale and how it's relative to the F major scale. We're also going to just quickly review the A minor scale and how that's relative to the C major scale. So there's 12 keys on the piano, right? We got the musical alphabet A to G, so 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we have 5 sharps or flats, for a total of 12 keys. And remember that every diatonic key, every major or minor key, has to have every note in the musical alphabet. So the key of C major has C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. We have all the notes of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right there. Just happens to be we center it around the note C. That's kind of like the home base. So all the notes kind of want to gravitate back to that C. Okay, so there's your C major scale, and the primary chords in that scale being the C chord, the 1 chord, the F chord, the 4 chord, and the G chord, the 5 chord, which we add a 7 on to make it a G7. And then with where we're at in the inversions we're learning them simply are like this. Play the C chord like this, play the F chord like this, C, F, and A, back to the C chord or the 1 chord, and the 5-7 can be 2 ways. It can be either the G and F with a B or the G and F with a D. So, key of C. Okay, and that's relative to the key of A major. Key of A minor. So we'll go down. A minor has all the keys just like C major. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 7 notes, and back to A. And our 1 chord is A, 4 chord D, and the 5 chord is E. But here's the kicker: in the minor key, so if we just played an E7 chord, in the key, it would look and sound like this. So to make it a true dominant 5-7 chord, we need to sharp the G. And that's why the minor key has basically 2 or 3 scales. So the pure, the natural minor, is all the white keys. The harmonic minor adds the G sharp. Notice it's called harmonic minor because that's really coming from the harmony of that 5-7 chord, which leads back to the A. So your chords for that key look like this. 1 chord is A, 4 chord D minor, 1 chord, and the 5-7. Top 2 notes, E and D, with the G sharp on the bottom. You can also have a B in there, or the G sharp. Okay, so that's A minor and C major. Now let's look at D minor, which goes with F major. So a quick review on the F major scale. We still have all the notes in the musical alphabet, F and G, A and B, even though it's flat, it's B, C, D, E, we're back to F. And the F chord, the B flat chord, and the C7, which can either have the E or the G, and back home. Okay, so let's dip it down. D minor. D minor scale is the exact same notes as F major. So it's all the notes in the musical alphabet with a B flat. So you play it like this: D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, and D. Left hand, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, D. We're revolving around the D. So that's the natural or pure minor scale, D minor. To do the harmonic, we have to add the raised 7, C sharp, B flat, C sharp, B flat, C sharp. Still the musical alphabet, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And by adding that C sharp, it gives us the note we need for the 5 chord, the A, 7, which goes back to D. So our 1 chord in D looks like this. 4 chord has the B flat. We're in the key, so you just move up in the key. And then to do the 5-7, we play the top 2 notes, but our pinky has to go out of the key and add a C sharp. And it can have a C sharp or an E. So D minor, 4 chord is G minor, back to D minor, A7 with either the C sharp or the E, back to D minor. In root position, D minor, G minor is a 4 chord, and A7 is the 5-7, back to 1. Okay, so D minor scale, pure chords, D minor, D harmonic minor scale. Okay, so here's a good exercise to do with C major to A minor, and the same thing with F major to D minor. So we'll play the C major scale, do your chords, and then when you get to the root position C, we're gonna dip it down to root position B and the A. And then you play your A minor scales and do the chords. Then you play the A minor chord, the B, and I think it sounds good to end on a C. So here we go, C major. Harmonic minor, and then back to C. And then you can play those scales up and down as many times as you want, but that's the basic idea. If we do it in F major, it looks and sounds like this. F major scale, chords, 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. Dip it down to E, but you have to have that B flat in there. B flat and D. Now the D minor scale, natural first. 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. Harmonic minor. 1, 4, 1, 5, 7, 1. Move up in the key and land on F. Okay, there you have it. The D minor scales relative to F major and a review of C major and A minor.